No. Good afternoon. Welcome to another day of Bible props. I have to today. I guess I go back over some old, not old recording, but go through other parts. Some of the things that I have been over before. In other words, Holy Bible in review. What my concern is to begin with this end of time props. Excuse me for 1 second here, Seems like every time I get ready to start on this here recording, I got something out of place, and I have find myself changing it. And me and my grandson, we share this thing here. And Lord, the young man is really good at what he do. He takes and he helps me in so much, and so I just can't complain about what he said. But what he do, forgive me. What I'm trying to do, continue where I left off at, revealing the things spoken of throughout the scripture of the Holy Bible. Even though there is so much in the Bible that I see and I try to cover it out, sometimes it just seems as if it is impossible to cover all, because by the time I get through with something, I see so much more. But I can tell you one thing about this Holy Bible. It is the Bible of truth and the Bible of revelation, and it reveals things and it uncovered that which have been hid for so long. What I'm trying to do today is try to do a two-part series at the same time to try to continue with the end of time prophecy and the beginning. What I talked about previous, trying to show you those who out there are concerned where we are indeed in Bible prophecy. If you notice the chart behind me, you'll see images of characters that I've drawn up. Mr. Babylon, a nation who is upon the face of the earth's geographic location and so forth from the beginning to end. And it doesn't matter where I start, the end result's going to remain the same. Now, throughout Bible prophecy, God spoke concerning this nation who was a rogue nation of the earth, a rogue people of the earth, trying to steal an identity that was given to the Hebrew children, trying to make it look as if the Gentile and the Hebrew were the same. If you notice the chart I got behind me, it's a double chart. And what I say is, when I find out who Mr. Babylon is, it's the United States of America, who became Mr. Babylon, because the Babylon was before them. Nebuchadnezzar was the founder. It was the beginning of Babylon. And during the beginning of Babylon, and then you see the prophecy of Daniel that it prophesies against Babylon, who was King Nebuchadnezzar, that one day he will rule the earth, and we are at that defining moment as we speak today. Now, the reason God said one day he'll rule the earth, through his technology, he'll create and manufacture so many things to enhance his ability to capture and captivate and to invade the world. And through his technology, through his weapons of mass destruction, he will not stop until he conquers the entire world. But at the end, Jesus Christ, who was going to become in the name of Jehovah, would come against Babylon, Mr. Babylon, who would be the United States of America. And Jehovah will fight against Babylon, who when he come in the name of Michael. He used the word Jehovah when he spoke to Moses as they came out of Egypt and they came through the wilderness. He said, by Jehovah, you didn't know me by the name of Jehovah. But at the end, he was letting him know at that point in time when he brought them out of the wilderness, out of Egypt, he came in the name of Jehovah. Now, but at the end of time, as he come and be crucified and be slain, he would come back again as he would be resurrected from the dead. He would come again in another season in the name of Michael. Jesus Christ would be his name. In other words, Jesus Christ would be revealed in three names, if at least. One would be Jehovah when he brought them out of the wilderness and Mount Sinai out of Egypt. The next one, he would be born as Jesus Christ and would be slain. And at the end, Jehovah will return as Michael. This is what I'm telling you. In other words, it's seasons, like 1994, 1995, and 1996. Different years, different seasons, but they're identified by the characteristics of a number. And hope that didn't confuse you. Now, so this time, the chart behind us is when he will return as Michael. But at the same time, Jesus and his two witnesses will come during these arrangements and do it during these periods of identity to identify who he is and who he was. Now, I want to speak another thing. You know, people get carried away with Bible prophecy. Everybody, all the many organizations want to exalt themselves and make themselves look great instead of glorifying God, who he was and who he is and who he was. There is an organization of religious tolerance, religious overtone. It's called Jehovah's Witness. But we all should try to understand that we characterize ourselves in somewhat that we don't confuse other peoples in other nations. A person or persons, we should always be considered that. There was only one witness to Jesus Christ from the foundation of the world, Jehovah's Witness. The others was a single witness, and that was Moses. Moses was the witness of Jesus Christ as they came out of the wilderness. He said, by Jehovah's, I was not known. By Jehovah's am I known. He was known to Moses as Jehovah, as he carried Moses up into the mountain and spoke to him. We'll find the characteristic of these times when he would speak to them again in the book of Ezekiel, chapter 3, 4, and chapter, as he identified him, the space shuttle in Ezekiel chapter 1, he identified the prophet who would be living by the spirit of Moses in chapter 2 and 3. He would also transcend to Isaiah chapter 13 and chapter 14 when Jehovah will come back and fight against Mr. Babylon, who would be the United States of America, who would be called the demon. He would speak this. He goes Ezekiel, Isaiah chapter 13 and chapter 14. It will tell you this here, and it would be the transcending of the spaceship, transcending in Satan, who would go up on the brink of the earth. Satan never had wings. Satan never could, neither his children had wings to fly up on the brink of the earth. And in these times, when he could return back, he would fight against Satan, who would be Mr. Babylon, who would be the United States of America. These are true facts. And I'll start on this next segment and show you some of these things. That's where you're going to have to take and introduce this part as I begin this segment here to show you these facts. And as I was sent by God, called by God to be a prophet, I will reveal these things and show you